Imagine this. You are falling. Not falling on Earth, not falling into an ocean, but falling into something far more terrifying. A world with no surface, no ground, no place to stand. Only an endless abyss pulling you deeper and deeper. This is Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system. And once your descent begins, there is no turning back. At first, it almost feels peaceful. You float above vast bands of clouds stretching across the horizon, painted in shades of orange, white, and deep brown. From a distance, Jupiter looks calm, almost beautiful, like a giant marble drifting through space. But as you begin to descend, that illusion quickly fades. The winds start to pick up. What begins as a gentle drift turns into a violent pull. Within moments, you are caught in currents moving hundreds of kilometers per hour. Then faster, and faster still. These are not ordinary winds. These are jet streams stronger than anything on Earth, tearing across the planet in endless motion. There is no longer any sense of direction. Up and down lose all meaning. You are simply being carried, dragged deeper into the planet's atmosphere. The light above you begins to fade as the clouds grow thicker. They close in around you, swallowing the sky. These are not the soft, harmless clouds you know. They are made of ammonia and toxic gases, layers upon layers of chemicals that would kill you instantly without protection. The deeper you go, the darker it becomes. Sunlight struggles to reach this far, and soon it disappears completely. The temperature begins to change. What was once freezing cold starts to warm. Slowly at first, then more rapidly. At the same time, the pressure builds. You begin to feel it pressing against you from all directions. At first, it is just a weight, something you can notice but ignore. But it does not stop. It keeps increasing. The deeper you fall, the heavier it becomes. Your body would not be able to handle it. Bones would crack. Lungs would collapse. Every part of you would be pushed beyond its limits. And still, you continue falling. Suddenly, the darkness is broken by a flash. A massive bolt of lightning tears across the sky. But this is not like lightning on Earth. It is far more powerful, illuminating the thick clouds in a blinding burst of light before vanishing again into darkness. Then another flash, and another. Jupiter's atmosphere is alive with storms, constant and violent. You are surrounded by chaos. Then you see it. A vast, swirling structure emerging from the darkness. A storm so large it could swallow entire planets. This is the Great Red Spot, a storm that has been raging for centuries. Its winds spin at incredible speeds, forming a vortex of destruction. As you pass near it, the pull becomes stronger. The turbulence is overwhelming. It feels as though the planet itself is trying to tear you apart. If anything could survive this place, it would be a miracle. But Jupiter is far from finished. As you descend deeper, something strange begins to happen. The gas around you starts to thicken. It no longer behaves like air. It becomes denser, heavier, almost liquid. Hydrogen, the most abundant element here, is changing under their immense pressure. You are no longer falling through a gas. You are sinking into a vast ocean of liquid hydrogen. There is no splash when you enter it. No clear boundary. Just a gradual transition from one state to another. The pressure now is unimaginable. It increases with every second, crushing everything in its path. The temperature continues to rise, reaching levels that would melt anything known on Earth. If you had somehow survived this long, you would no longer resemble anything human. The environment is simply too extreme. And still, it goes deeper. Further down, the hydrogen undergoes another transformation. Under pressures so immense they defy comprehension, it becomes something entirely different. Metallic hydrogen. A strange, exotic state where hydrogen behaves like a metal, capable of conducting electricity. You are now descending through an ocean unlike anything in the universe. A vast layer of liquid metal stretching 4/10,000 of kilometers. The heat here is intense, reaching thousands of degrees. The pressure is beyond anything that can be described in simple terms. It is no longer just a force. It is a presence, something that dominates everything around it. There is no escape. No slowing down. Only the constant descent into deeper and more extreme conditions. And somewhere far below, hidden beneath all of this, lies a mystery. At the core of Jupiter, there may be something solid. Scientists are not entirely sure. It could be a dense mixture of rock and metal, compressed into an incredibly small space. Or it might not be solid at all. It could be something entirely different, something we do not yet understand. But reaching it is another matter entirely. Because here is the truth. You will never actually arrive. There is no clear surface to land on. No moment where your fall ends. Jupiter is not like Earth, where you can stand on solid ground. It is a gradual transition, from gas to liquid to something even stranger. The deeper you go, the more the planet changes, and the less it resembles anything familiar. There is no boundary, no line you can cross and say, this is the bottom. Instead, you are simply absorbed, swallowed by layers that grow denser, hotter, and more extreme without end. Your fall does not stop. It does not resolve. It only continues, fading into conditions so intense that nothing can survive, nothing can return, and nothing can truly be observed. Jupiter is not just a planet. It is a giant system of pressure and energy, a world where the very concept of a surface does not exist. It does not welcome visitors. It does not allow exploration. It simply takes anything that enters and pulls it deeper, until it is gone. And if you ever wondered what would happen if you fell into Jupiter, the answer is not a sudden impact, not a dramatic end, but something far more unsettling. A slow, unstoppable descent into a world that never lets you reach the bottom. Because on Jupiter, there is no bottom to reach.